There was definitely some mice that I missed out on reviewing last year. Let's talk about them. Here we have the Beast X Max, and then we have the Ninjaso Sora V2. This is actually one of my favorite shapes a while ago, and I've kind of gone through a ton of different mice in the past year like that I thought I was going to be using, and then I got some other releases. I'm like, whoa, this might be it. This is the Lamzu Maya, and then we have the Pulsar X3 Fiendman. We also have the Fantech Helios 2, and then we have the Turtle Beach Cone 2 Air. Starting off, we have the WL Mouse Beast X Max in this fire orange color. This is such a sick color. But this is one of those magnesium alloy mice with ABS plastic bottom. We have the dot skates on there. These are super duper slick. I've had no issues. These skates are super smooth. The clicks are super light. They're Omron opticals and they feel so nice. Like I don't really have any complaints with the build quality of this mouse. Funny story, the day before I sold my which one was it? It was like the Ultralight X, the Final Mouse Ultralight X. The day before I sold that, I got this in and I pulled out of the box and I held them right next to each other. I'm like, wow, this actually does feel like a hugely improved product over that. Like it's such a stark difference. Mind you, that one was like the carbon fiber and whatnot. So that was a little different. I don't have the Starlight. That was the magnesium. This just feels like a much better, well-built mouse. Mind you, it's also noticeably well, I'm not gonna say noticeably heavy. Actually, I can't even remember how much that mouse weighed. Like I think it was in the 40s range or maybe high 30s, but this is 44 grams and it's also a larger size as well, so it does work a bit better for me. This is the Beast X Max, which is going to be the bigger version. In comparison to this is the Pulsar X2 Crazy Light. They're basically both meant for a similar grip, but the Beast X does definitely feel a little bit more substantial in the hand than the Pulsar Crazy Light, and it is a bit larger as well. Ultimately, if you're going to be using this for like a claw grip, you're gonna be pretty happy with this mouse. Real quick, talking about the packaging of the Beast X before we move on to the next mouse. Look at all these all these mouse grips. Like that is a huge value proposition, I would say, but for 150 bucks, that's really nice. More mouse grips as well as glass skates. I don't know what kind of glass skates these are actually. I would have to look on their website, but honestly, I'm perfectly fine with the PTFE dots. But yeah, nice value adds from WL Mouse as well for your $145 price tag. And then you also have a nice carrying case as well. Let's go ahead and unzip this bad boy. Your USB Type-C cable. And then you have your regular 1K hertz dongle here. And then I actually have the Beast X plugged in right now, so I'll show you 8K dongle with a nice little LED indicator on there as well. And next we have the Pulsar Fiendman F01 First Edition. This is another magnesium mouse. I've had this one for a little bit, but my bad, in December I was traveling a little bit and then we had some other things going on IRL that had to be taken care of, but we are here, we are back now. And honestly, last year I was kind of in vacation mode, like I had some things going on. Regardless though, the Fiendman is quite nice. I like this mouse. This is based on the X3 shape that we are all very familiar with, but it does have some goodies. So there is no USB port on this mouse. You actually charge it with this charging dock, very similar to like a Razer style charging dock. Battery life is quite good. I haven't been interrupted because pretty much when I'm done with the mouse every time, I drop it on the dock. It's got a really strong magnet and I just let it wirelessly charge. When I come back, it's ready to roll. And the dock is also the receiver as well. Does go up to 8,000 hertz polling rate as well. And it's got Pulsar's X1S flagship 32,000 DPI sensor. It's really nice. I will say though, the switches on this bad boy, I would like them to switch the switches from these optical switches. I don't know who makes them. I can't recall at the moment, but I would like them to switch every switch over from Pulsar mice. These are nice and super crispy, but the Crazy Light, nice and crispy as well, but they're Crazy Light switches, super easy, spammable, all that good stuff. Just go ahead and make all of the switches these switches now from now on, Pulsar. You got that? I mean, you'll be Gucci. You'll be Gucci. Trust me, trust me, trust me, trust me. But otherwise, no complaints with this mouse. Let's look at the unboxing experience real quick, because this is the only other notable unboxing experience out of these mice that we're gonna go over today. But also, you know, that is gonna be associated with a premium price tag. 180 bucks. What does that get you? I mean, this is actually here. Let me put that back in the box. See how it kind of lifts up out of the box a little bit. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? That's cool. It looks better in person, trust me. And then this part slides out with your dock, goes here, some other accessories, some Pulsar super grips, dot skates as well. And then what we have the Pulsar trading card. Great presentation as always, Pulsar, when it comes to your premium products. You definitely make it feel very, very special. Next, we have the Lamzu Maya. This is another one of those smaller fingertip grip, kind of claw grip mice shapes that you can use. I would say that this is going to be like a smaller version of the Beast X, or I would even say this is going to be a little bit closer to a Razer Viper Mini, but wireless. I would say arguably with better build quality, better light switches as well, because these have those Hawanu blue shell pink dot switches that are really, really nice. The build quality is really good. It's $100 from Lamzu. They have a new 4K version that's available, and you can get it in this cool gray color, and you can also get it in black. Honestly, Lamzu has always been really impressive. The only gripe that I have with this mouse, I would like them to put somewhere to put the dongle. I mean, I guess, nah, you can't really slip the dongle in there, but I did bring this mouse with me when I was traveling, and I was like, you know, it would be nice to be able to put this dongle somewhere in this mouse, kind of like they did with the Lamzu Atlantis. There was a place where you could put it here, but it just may not be possible with how they have the PCB designed and all that stuff. So I get it, but that's really my only gripe. Otherwise, this thing is absolutely fantastic for a small fingertip grip mouse that's going to be very similar to a Razer Viper for not extreme Razer Viper Ultimate V3 Mini, whatever the heck it is, for $300. That's insane. This mouse is $100, and it is a really nice claw grip mouse. I will say this is not going to be a fingertip mouse at all. You're not going to be grabbing this mouse with your fingertips and moving around like this. You're going to be holding this locked in with the claw grip. You have support here for your palm, and you also have a nice flat side here to have a super locked in grip over here, and that is why this is really one of the best claw grip mice available. You do have some stiff competition though. This mouse was my favorite for a while, and then the Pulsar X2H came out with the taller hump in the back and also has the flat sides and everything. But truthfully, you'll have to kind of try them both to see which you like better. I do think that this is a little bit more balanced approach that will probably work better for more people. The Pulsar approach is a little bit more extreme, where this hump in the back is really tall and the mouse is a bit shorter. So this one, I do feel like this feels more like a stone, more like a pebble, and it does feel more natural, and I feel a little bit more comfortable recommending this shape to more people over the Pulsar X2 being a little bit more specialized. There is also a new version of this available as well that Vaxi and Ninjutsu collaborated with, and they're using Ninjutsu shape with Vaxi's wireless technology for reliability and all that stuff. Truthfully, I never had any issues with the Sora V2 with the 1 kilohertz, or what is it? The 1K dongle. So that may or may not be necessary, but I will say it's only, I believe, like $30 or $40 more go with the better one from Vaxi and Ninjutsu. So if you're gonna spend $100, really weigh it to see if it's worth it to spend an extra $40 for the improved wireless and the 4K capability. Next, we have the Phanteks Helios 2 Pro. This is a 4K hertz wireless mouse, and it's quite nice. TTC gold switches, so they're super crispy and tactile. I wouldn't say that they're overly spammable. I would say that they're probably better than the clicks that they have on the Pulsar V3 version of their mice. It's a little bit more spammable than that, but not more spammable than the Pulsar Crazy Light. These are, again, super light, my favorite switches in any mouse. Really nice shape. I'll say this is probably a little bit more similar to like a Zowie S series shape. I would say this shape is probably the precursor to something like the Sora V2 and Sora V1. But this mouse, if I'm not mistaken, is just a hair longer than the Sora. If you're looking for like a slightly bigger mouse with maybe just a little bit less palm support here, yeah, this drop off here is definitely much more steep compared to the Sora being just a little bit more aggressive, because I can feel here, I definitely have a huge amount of contact here in this palm with the Sora, whereas with the Helios, most of the contact is actually over here in this side of my hand. So keep that in mind. The Sora definitely feels a little bit more locked in. The Helios 2 is definitely a lot less aggressive, but it still does feel nice in the hand, and I didn't have any performance issues while using this mouse in game. So before we take a look at our final mouse today, let's go ahead and do a quick weight test of all these mice. So he's got the Beast X, 44 grams. Okay, very nice, very nice. The Fiendman, 47 grams. Okay. And we have the Maya, 46 grams as well. The Sora, 41 grams. Oh, very impressive. Very impressive. Would you look at that? And then we have the Helios 2 Pro, 55 grams. And then we have our last and very much least Big Bertha, the Turtle Beach Kone 2 Air. I don't know what makes this thing airy, because there's nothing airy about it. It's 111 grams. This thing is a freaking tank. I had a Roccat Kone because Turtle Beach, you know, they absorbed Roccat. I don't really know why they went back in time to make this mouse. Like, this thing is a brick. There's another version of this mouse called the Pure. That's $100 and it weighs 54 grams. I believe that's actually the one they probably meant to send me, you know, for gaming and whatnot. Like, I mean, like, this is cool if you want to use it for productivity. You know, you got this third mouse button here, 2 buttons here. You do have the infinite scroll wheel as well. That's quite nice. And I will say the RGB effects on this mouse are quite nice. But oh, you know, and there actually is dongle storage on this mouse too. That's pretty nice. I gotta give them credit for that. The skates that Roccat, formerly now Turtle Beach, used, the skates are also pretty nice as well, but it doesn't stop this mouse from being a brick. So I've not really had a good time using this. It's just very, very heavy, and I'm so used to using these lightweight mice. Like, when I flick this way, I feel a certain amount of stopping power that I'm really just not used to, and it does make my aim feel more jittery and more inconsistent. So this is the hardest mouse on this list that I have to recommend, but I will recommend the Pure Air version of this mouse, because that one also has a third side button and it's $99. Compared to the Kone 2 Air at $89, it's definitely worth it to spend $10 more to drop the weight significantly. This mouse is nice. You do have tri-mode connectivity, 2.4 gigahertz plugged in, and Bluetooth functionality. But the Roccat Pure Air, I should take it back, Turtle Beach Pure Air also has Bluetooth capability as well. So get the lighter version, trust me. And that is pretty much all I have for you guys. Again, I know I missed a few of these releases last year. I just got a little busy and I was kind of in vacation mode. I'll be honest with you guys. Like, I was chilling. I was relaxing. I was doing other things, okay? But we're back. Playing some games now. Fortnite just added that new, not new, but like the OG Season 2 mode. They got Tilted Tower. Is it Tilted Towers or is it Shifty Shafts? Maybe they got Shifty Shafts back, but I'm gonna hop into that this weekend, get some gameplay and whatnot to have for some videos to use. I'm gonna be having some fun on that. I had fun in the regular OG, but they didn't have minis. You know what I mean? Minis are really important. It felt like I was just dying because I didn't have shields. It was not fun. But anyways, I'm gonna go hop on the game. You guys have a good rest of your day. If you enjoyed, drop a like and share with your friends.